In 6T51 AD, the last Sassanid king, Yazdegerd-Dri, was murdered in a miller's shed near Merv. A dynasty that once ruled from Egypt to Central Asia ended in betrayal and obscurity. Conquerors had struck Persia before, Greeks, Arabs, Mongols, and would again. Yet Iran did not vanish. Its people absorbed every invader, preserved their language and identity, and reshaped empires. This is the entire history of Iran, from ancient plateau tribes to the modern Islamic Republic. The Iranian plateau, ringed by mountains and deserts, has hosted advanced settlements for over 7,000 years. The Elamites, centered at Susa, built a powerful state by the 3rd millennium BC. They sacked Babylon and signed the world's first known international treaty with the Akkadians around 2000 BC, preserving independence through diplomacy. Between 2000 BC, Indo-Iranian nomadic tribes migrated from Central Asia and the Caucasus. They called themselves Aryans, noble, and named the land Arianum Vasia, later Iran. They mixed with locals, forming tribes including the Medes in the northwest and Persians in the south, Fars region. These groups paid tribute to the Assyrian Empire while developing their culture. Around 1500–500 BC, the prophet Zoroaster founded Zoroastrianism. It framed existence as a cosmic battle between Ahura Mazda, light, truth, order, and Angra Mainyu, darkness, lies. Time was linear, a beginning, final battle, judgment, and purification by fire. This introduced concepts of moral choice, linear history, and eschatology that later influenced Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. In the late 7th century BC, the Medes united under leaders like Deioces and Cyaxares. In 6112 BC, they allied with Babylon to destroy Nineveh, ending the Assyrian Empire. Media became the dominant power on the plateau. In 559 BC, Cyrus the Great, a Persian vassal with Median ties, rebelled. In 5550 BC, the Median army defected, and Cyrus united the peoples into an Iranian-led empire. He conquered Lydia, 54–7 BC, using camel tactics against their cavalry. Then Babylon, 5039 BC, with minimal resistance. The Cyrus cylinder proclaimed religious tolerance, restored temples, and allowed exiles, including Jews, to return home. Isaiah in the Hebrew Bible calls him God's anointed. Cyrus died in 530 BC fighting nomads. His son Cambyses Id conquered Egypt in 535 BC. Darius Id. 502.2, the Royal Road, 1600 Prus miles, enabled rapid communication. He began Persepolis, a ceremonial capital whose Apadana reliefs depicted 23 subject nations bringing tribute in equal dignity, no chains or defeated foes. At its peak, the Achaemenid Empire ruled 40–50% of the world's population, from Libya to the Indus. It emphasized incorporation over terror. Darius and Xerxes launched campaigns against Greece after the Ionian Revolt and burning of Sardis. Despite Thermopylae, Salamis, and Plataea, these were peripheral losses. Persia later funded Greek city-state rivalries, regaining Ionian cities via the 38–7 BC Peace of Antalcidas without major fighting. In 30–34 BC, Alexander the Great invaded with 40,000 men. He defeated Persian forces at Granicus, Issus, 30–33 BC, and Gaugamela, 30–31 BC. Darius Tree fled and was killed by his own men. Alexander burned Persepolis, then adopted Persian court customs, married Persian nobles, and sought fusion. He died in 3023 BC. His Seleucid successors promoted Hellenism. By the mid-3rd century BC, the Parthians, Iranian nomads, rose in the northeast. They expelled Seleucids and built an empire from the Euphrates to eastern Iran. Expert horse archers perfected the Parthian shot. In 53 BC, at Carrhae, they destroyed a Roman army and killed Crassus. For centuries, they checked Roman expansion eastward while maintaining Iranian traditions. In 224 AD, Ardashir I from Fars overthrew the Parthians and founded the Sasanian Dynasty. They claimed direct Achaemenid descent, centralized administration, and made Zoroastrianism the state religion with a strict social hierarchy. Sasanians fought prolonged wars with Rome and Byzantium. In 260 AD, Shapur I captured Emperor Valerian, the only Roman emperor taken prisoner. Exhausting wars with Byzantium left both empires vulnerable. In the 1630s, 660 AD, Arab Muslim armies defeated the Sasanians at Qadisiyah, 1636, and Nahavand, 1642. Yazdegerd Dyer Dai was killed in 1651. Iran fell to the Caliphate. Arabs imposed Islam and Arabic administration. Yet Persians retained bureaucratic expertise. Under the Abbasids, from 755, Persian viziers, tax systems, and court practices shaped the caliphate. Persian language and culture revived. Ferdowsi Shahnameh, completed 1010, preserved Iranian history and mythology in Persian, becoming a cornerstone of identity. Independent Persian dynasties, Samanids, Buyids, emerged. Persian scholars, poets, Rumi, Omar, Khayyam, Hafez, and administrators dominated the Islamic Golden Age. In 1921, Genghis Khan's Mongols devastated Iran, killing millions and destroying infrastructure. The Ilkhanate, under Hulag, eventually converted to Islam, adopted Persian as court language, and patronized Persian art and scholarship. Tamerlane, repeated destruction in the late 14th century, yet his Timurid descendants fostered a Persian cultural renaissance in Samarkand and Herat. In 1511, Shah Ismail I founded the Safavid Dynasty and established Twelver Shia Islam as the state religion. This defined Iran's distinct identity against the Sunni Ottoman Empire. Shah Abbasah, 1588–1690, rebuilt Isfahan into a grand capital. The Safavids centralized power and fostered art, but later weakened. The Qajar dynasty, from 1794, faced Russian and British imperialism. Iran lost Caucasus territories in 19th-century wars. The 1996 constitutional revolution established a parliament, but foreign interference persisted. Oil discovery intensified British and Russian influence. In 1925, Reza Shah Pahlavi seized power, modernized infrastructure, education, and the military. In 1935, he officially changed the international name from Persia to Iran. Deposed in 1941, his son Mohammad Reza Shah continued Western, aligned modernization, land reform, and women's rights, but ruled as an autocrat with Savak secret police. In 1953, a Asyuk-backed coup overthrew Prime Minister Mossadegh after oil nationalization. The Shah's regime grew unpopular amid inequality and repression. The 1979 Islamic Revolution, led by Ayatollah Khomeini, overthrew the monarchy and established the Islamic Republic. The US Embassy hostage crisis, 1979–1981, severed Western ties. Iran survived through mobilization and adapted. Post-war, Iran navigated sanctions, nuclear tensions, and regional influence. It maintains a theocratic system blending elected institutions with clerical oversight. Persian language, Nowruz, Persian New Year, poetry, and cultural traditions persist across borders in Afghanistan, Tajikistan, and diaspora communities. Iran's 5,000-plus year history shows remarkable continuity. Despite conquests by Greeks, Arabs, Mongols, and others, its language evolved but remained Persian, Farsi. Zoroastrian ideas shaped monotheistic faiths. Administrative models influenced caliphates. The plateau's geography and cultural adaptability enabled survival and influence far beyond military power. From Elam and Cyrus to the Islamic Republic, Iran has absorbed, adapted, and endured. It invented concepts of linear time and tolerant empire that still resonate. The nation that can't be destroyed continues shaping its destiny.